All right, let's get started. Hello, everyone, or should I say bonjour? Let's get into the French mood. My name is Cristina Giguren, and I'm the coordinator of International Graduate Services and Support Center. This center is dedicated to assisting you, our international graduates, as you settle into Canadian life following graduation and you seek employment. International graduates from Mississauga, Toronto, Ottawa, and Sarnia have access to immigration sessions. So mainly with these immigration sessions, what we like to do is to give you some possibilities and insights of how you can get your PR. So we will be inviting an expert consultant or lawyer for these sessions. We also offer you career advice services. Like a couple of weeks ago, we had an event on networking in Canada masterclass. Again, just to give you some tools so that you can succeed in Canada, and networking events to connect you with your peers and other companies in your field. There are so many reasons why you can take pride of being a Lambton graduate, as I'm also proud of working here. And one of the reasons is that we've been ranked as one of Canada's top research colleges. Also, what I love about Lambton is that we're here to support you all the way, even after graduating with the services I just explained to you. So there are so many reasons why you can take pride of being a Lambton graduate. So today we have a pretty tight agenda. I'm very excited because we have 4 amazing panelists with us. So let me walk you through the agenda. We will have first Gabriela Laya. She's an immigration consultant, and she will explain us the paths to permanent residence through the French language proficiency. Then we will have Lorena Solis, a successful Lambton College graduate who utilized French to get her PR. Then I will be back to you to share some tools available to study French. And finally, we will have Tania Tejada and Janina Munoz from Blee Language School, who will explain about their services, benefits of study with a teacher and not with an application. And finally, we will have some special offers for you. So I really encourage you and recommend you to stay until the very end so that you can get the most of this webinar. We will also have a Q&A section. And once we're done, we will have a survey, and I will ask you to help us with that survey. It will just take a couple of minutes, but it will help a lot to us to keep improving our events. So I really hope you can take great value in today's presentation. Our first speaker, as I mentioned, is going to be Gabriela. Lately, Gabriela, we have heard a lot about importance of French, that probably is almost the only way to get the PR at the moment in Canada. Immigration government is adding some new paths straight to related to French. So we would love if you can share a little about that. So let me go with, I will share your screen in a moment, your presentation. Okay. All right. So I believe you can see it right now. So without any further ado, I would like to introduce Gabriela Laya. Gabriela is regulated immigration consultant, and she is the founder of North Gold Immigration Services. Gabriela specializes in different types of visas and immigration process. So Gabriela, now the floor is all yours, and we would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. I hope we can share some good information here. But I don't see the slides or.
Oh, all right. Just give me a second.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay, we're almost here with your slides, Gabriela.
That's okay.
Meanwhile, you can tell us a little bit your experience in Canada.
Yep, so I came to Canada in 2016. I took a postgrad program at Lambton College, Business Management, Human Resources. I also have a bachelor's degree in Human Resource Management. So that was a great program for me and a way to, as well, to come to Canada. And then I became a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and I've been working with several immigration applications with different programs. and helping those who want to come to Canada on a temporary basis and also on a permanent basis.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Gabriela. So we have today 2 Lambton College graduates. Very happy about that. And I believe that now you can see the screen, right?
I can, yes.
Amazing, Gabriela. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. So right now, as many of you know, the government of Canada is promoting Francophone communities outside of Quebec. So French, for those who don't know, is the second official language in Canada. So therefore, encouraging skilled workers who speak French to come to Canada and make it their new home is a way that the federal government is looking for to strengthen the national identity. So most of the people in Quebec speak French, which just a very small proportion who don't. And it's a province in Canada with more say in its immigration programs than the rest of the provinces and territories in Canada. So therefore, the federal government wants to bring and also retain French-speaking immigrants to other parts of the country. And we can also see this in the new policies and immigration pathways designed to increase the proportion of French-speaking communities outside of Quebec. So if we can move to the next slide. Can we move to the next slide? Well, then the other one, because I didn't realize the next one. Please. Okay, so let's talk about Express Entry. What is it? Express Entry is an online system designed to manage immigration applications for workers, for skilled workers under the IRCC regulations, the IRA, and the requirements. So when you submit a profile under the Express Entry, it will give you a CRS score in the Express Entry pool of candidates based on several factors such as your education, your age, your work experience, your language proficiency, among other factors. So Express Entry has 3 programs, which are the Federal Skilled Worker Program, the Federal Skilled Trades Program, and the Canadian Experience Class. So when you submit your profile, it will give you a CRS score, and then that is the way the IRCC will rank you in the pool of candidates. So speaking French not only will give you extra points that will help you to receive or increase your chances to receive an invitation to apply for permanent residence under the Express Entry, but also will help you qualify for those who are called the category-based draws. So the French category-based draws set the bar much lower than any other draw currently. So to qualify for this type of draw, you still need to qualify for at least one of those 3 Express Entry programs. You can maybe qualify for all of them, but if not, then you still need to qualify for at least one. So the last draw we saw under this category, the French category, sent around 1,500 invitations to apply, and in comparison with the lowest CRS score for another draw, which was not French, and it was around, the cutoff was 430 points. So we can see a huge difference between those French category-based draws in comparison with others that are not French. If we can move to the next slide. Okay, so I heard about extra points, and how many points can I get for speaking French? So if you have an NCLC of at least 7, which translates to B2 level in French, in all 4 categories of writing, reading, listening, and speaking, you can get an extra 50 points on your Express Entry profile, just for having that score in French. Now, if you have a CLB 4 in English or less, let's say that you are proficient in French, but you didn't take an English proficiency language test, and you have a CLB 4 or less, then you can get an additional 25 points. Now, if you score 5 or more, means CLB 5 or more in English, then you can get an additional 50 points. So if you are proficient in French and having a NCLC level 7, and in English 5 or more, then you can get at least an additional 100 points on your Express Entry profile, which will increase your chances to receive an invitation to apply, not only under the French category-based draws, but also in any other draw where you can have the cutoff of Sierra score. Oh, well, that was that. Okay, so we can move to the next one. So what other ways we have besides Express Entry? So outside of Quebec, there are a number of immigration programs under the immigration, the provincial nominee programs that are targeting French-speaking immigrants. So some of these programs are managed through just the province itself. So here in Ontario, we have the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, which offers a pathway called the French-speaking skilled worker stream, and it is open to Express Entry candidates. So in order for you to be nominated, you still need to have an Express Entry profile in the pool and qualify for at least one of the Express Entry, for only the Federal Skilled Worker Program or the Canadian Experience class. The Federal Skilled Trades Program is not under that. And for that, you need to have an NCLC 7 in French and a CLB 6 in English. So that's another way. We also have, there is another PMP, and that's in New Brunswick. It's very attractive immigration program. So they have a stream called the New Brunswick Strategic Initiative Stream. And so for that one, they are, of course, targeting French-speaking people who want to settle in New Brunswick. And for that one, you need to be at least 19 years of age, have an MCLC level 5 or higher in all French language skills. So you don't even have to be very proficient in French to be able to qualify under this stream. You, of course, need to intend and live and work in New Brunswick. Have a connection to New Brunswick. They have several requirements. If you are outside of Canada, you can come on an exploratory visit, or if you have a job offer in any tier there, so it can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, as long as it's valid and have settlement funds to be there. So each province will have its own immigration program, as I said, and they manage their own immigration requirements. Now, some of them require you to be in the Express Entry pool already and qualify for any of the 3 immigration programs under Express Entry. Other of the New Brunswick, you will need to apply directly to the province, and then when you are nominated, then you will qualify to apply for permanent residence to IRCC. So learning and improving French as an intermediate or better level is the most straightforward way to navigate Express Entry and other immigration programs. IRCC is committed to attract and retain, as I said before, French-speaking immigrants. And by studying French, to learn French now, for those who don't know yet, in a year's time, maybe you could acquire sufficient proficiency and benefit from the Francophone initiatives and immigration programs the government is promoting. Thank you. You can contact me there. That's my phone number, my email address, and if you have any questions or require any further consultation, you can contact me and we can look it for you.
Great, Gabriela. Thank you very much for such an insightful session. I believe that now we are pretty sure that French is something else. It is important and will definitely give us some extra points. I just want to make a friendly reminder. I will be sharing Gabriela's information in a moment, her email, so you can contact her. I will put that information in our chat, and I will just, okay, sorry. Just a friend reminder, this webinar is for Lambton College graduates. So it is not for promotion, visas, etc. So please just let's keep it with the scope of this webinar. And to move forward, I would like to welcome Lorena. Lorena is a postgraduate degree, has a postgraduate degree in international business at Lambton College. He has been working as a recruitment and admissions coordinator for Lambton College for 7 years. Also, she has 25 years experience in education, which is quite a lot, and it is combined as well with her personal experience as an international student in Canada. She also possesses a certification as regulated international student immigration advisor. So Lorena, it's amazing to have you today. It's amazing to have someone from Lambton College who will share experience about how did you get to understand probably, or when did you realize that French was actually important to get your PR? Lorena, once again, thanks for being with us, and the floor is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. Thank you for the invitation. I want to thank the Graduate Center for all of these important events that you have and host for our graduates. I think that it is very important for them to learn about not only immigration, but how can they network with all the other professionals in Canada and get a better professional future. My name is Lorena Solis. I work at Lambton College in Sarnia. That is the main campus of Lambton College. And this is where I live in Sarnia. I have lived here since I arrived to Canada, and I really love this city. For those who haven't visited us, I strongly recommend that you visit Sarnia, especially in the summer. You are always welcome. The work that I do here at the international department is as recruitment and admissions coordinator for different markets. So I am in charge of Latin America, the Caribbean, Turkey, and Philippines. I also do some academic advising for the students here in Sarnia, and I am a proud Lambton College graduate. I studied international business management here a few years ago. I came to Canada in 2014 with my family. I have a husband, I have 3 children who are now adults. So I'm really, really happy to be able to be here with you because my story is similar to many of your stories as well. I did the whole process as starting as an international student first. I studied here in Sarnia in the main campus. And then when the time came for me to do my co-op, I did my co-op at Lambton College here at the international department. And that's why I'm here with you today. And that can happen to many other students, right? They do their co-op in one institution or in one company, and then they get offers for a permanent job. So I continued working at Lambton College after I graduated with my post-graduation work permit. And as soon as I reached the 12 months of work, I realized that I didn't have enough points to apply for the express entry. So my first decision was to continue working, work more time, and see if that could help me to add points. So I continued working for 1 more year, and still I didn't have enough points to apply for express entry. Part of this is because of the age, right? I was not a young person when I came to Canada. I was actually 48 years old when I applied. So I didn't get any points for age. I did have other points for my spouse experience. I also had points for my own work experience, both in Canada and in my own country, but I needed more points. I started using the calculator that is one of the tools that IRCC has in their website. So using the calculator, I saw that I could get more points if I had some French. I had actually studied French in my earlier years as a student in Mexico when I was in university. So I had some background in French, and my native language is Spanish, which is similar to French, right? So I tried several things. I did Duolingo, as many of us today do. I also listened to French news on the radio. I listened to French music. I started watching French movies. I also contacted the Francophone community here in Sarnia, and they have conversational workshop. That is another resource that you might find in your own community. And I also use the services of my local library. So I used the tapes and the books that I could borrow from my library. And I used all of those resources to try to refresh my French knowledge and get some more points. So finally, I booked a test. The test that I took was at the French Alliance Française, which is in Toronto. I'm not sure if there are any other options closer to Sarnia at this moment, but I am sure that there are many options in Toronto. So I took the test, and this is the score that I got. As you can see here, I got C1 in 2 of the bands in reading and speaking. I got B2 in listening and B1 in writing. Thank you for sharing my score there. Thank you. You can take it down. Thank you. And this score helped me to increase my points, and I was able to reach the desired level and be accepted, and I got the invitation to apply for express entry. At this moment, and through all this working and testing, I had also applied for provincial nomination. So I got accepted and invited to both at the same time, the provincial nomination and the express entry. But at that moment, and it was in 2018, provincial nomination took 18 months and express entry took only 6 months. So I decided to proceed with express entry. So this is the story that I wanted to share with you. I encourage everyone to use the CRS calculator, because that is always a good reference for you to know where you stand. It is available in IRCC website. And language skills are important, not only for this matter, but everywhere in your life in Canada, right? Bilingualism is an asset in many jobs. And if you're naturally good for languages, or if you have a background in one of those languages such as Spanish or Italian that are similar to French, it's also a good start. But anyone can learn, right? You are young, you are champions already. I think that all of our graduates are champions. So I encourage everyone to continue studying. And if French works for your points, that's a good option too. Thank you so much for your time.
Lorena, that was amazing. Thank you very much for participating today. That was really inspiring. It was amazing to hear from firsthand some experiences, especially from someone from our college. Lorena has given already some tips, like we can listen to some music, read the news, watch movies. This will all help us. So thank you very much for your tips as well, Lorena. As Lorena said, we are all immigrants pretty much. If we're here, it's because we're immigrants, right? If you are joining this webinar today, is because you're probably pursuing the PR, and we are all in the same process. It will take some time, but as Lorena said, we're all champions. We can totally do it. Lambton College graduates are champions. So thank you so much, Lorena, for your presentation. Thanks a lot. I will get back to you with my presentation again. Let me share it to you. I believe you can see it right now. So I already saw some questions in the chat. You are wondering if you can study through an application, and this is what I would like to talk to you about. We have prepared some additional resources for you. So there are three main applications that we have considered for today's webinar. One is Duolingo, the other one is Babel, and Rosetta Stone. So we're going to go through each one of these pretty fast, but it will give you already an idea of what can you do or what application will be better in your case. So for the lessons learned with Duolingo, it's pretty fast. It would take about 5 to 10 minutes. Bubble takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and Rosetta Stone a bit longer, 10 to 30 minutes. So if time issue is if time is an issue for you, probably you need to consider the time, and Rosetta Stone won't be the best in this case. You can finish a Duolingo session while you're waiting for your coffee at Tim Hortons. That's pretty fast, but again, you will need to study quite a lot with an application, right? So for the verbal practice with Duolingo is pretty light. With both Rosetta Stone and Bubble, you will get a moderate focus. For the speech recognition software, the three applications will have that, so that's something you will definitely get. And for me, something that makes the difference here is the grammar instructions, because Duolingo and Rosetta Stone has very light explanations about grammar. And Babbel has layered into the different sections some grammar instructions. So if you are someone who really need instructions, the grammar instructions to understand better how the language builds up, probably Babbel will be your best option. So it's up to you, like the way you learn and what you prefer. And as for the costs, I'm not going through each one of those, but the main difference here will be from Duolingo, because as probably you know, this is all public information. It is just a friend reminder for you. So with Duolingo, you will have a free version. So it's very good just to get started. You can see whether you like it or not. If a student is studying through an application is something you will be like really doing, or after a month or a week, you are not doing it anymore. So for getting started, probably Duolingo is the best because they have the free version. The only thing is that they will have ads, okay? So it will take like 30 minutes till the ad is over, and then you can go again to study the next the last lesson. But all in all, if you are like just beginning, probably we will encourage you to go with Duolingo if you want to go with an application. And another difference is that Duolingo has these family plans. So you can gather like a group of 2 to 6 people. One will be the manager, and the other ones, everyone will have the same possibilities with the application. There's no difference at all. So it's good. You can partner with your classmates, your colleagues, and you can share this value. This is going to be for a year. So it is also a good idea if you have more people interested in French, just make some groups and you can practice through Duolingo or any of the applications we're showing to you today. The only thing that I consider is very important is that it would require consistency and dedication. If we don't have a teacher with us, it is only us, the ones who will push ourselves to keep studying. So that's something you need to consider. Which kind of person are you? So you can decide whether the application will be or not a good idea for you. And we have other resources as well. I'm sure you know this already, Eventbrite and Meetup. The thing with Eventbrite and Meetup is that they offer a variety of events, including French-speaking clubs. So you can join those clubs. The only thing you will need to do is download the application, sign up, and then you will have a variety, as I mentioned, of different events. So you can join these clubs for sure. Most of the clubs I've seen are for free. Others, it has a small fee you will need to pay. But again, for starting is a very good option. You can go through these 2 applications and try to see whether it's appropriate for you or not. And finally, the public library. We have libraries everywhere. Even Lorena mentioned as well, she has been using these resources, which are amazing and are for free. So you will have reading clubs and conversation clubs as well, and online resources. So these resources will be pretty much like studying through an application. You again will need the constancy and effort because it's only you. But if you don't have probably right now the possibility to pay for an instructor or a teacher, probably this will be an amazing option for you. So you can visit the library, the nearest library from you, and you can see exactly what do they have, because each library will have some different services. So this is going to be it by now, and I will get back to you with some promotions in a moment. So stay tuned, and I will like to, okay, I would like to introduce our next guests. So let me see. Okay, perfect. So I want to welcome our two distinguished guests. I can see you already. Thank you very much. We have today Tania Tejada and Janina Munoz. Tania is the senior advisor at BLE. She holds a bachelor degree in digital marketing with a wealth of experience and expertise in educational field. She plays a primary role in promoting and strategic guidance and support to BLE's team. Thank you very much for being with us today. We also have Janina Munoz. She's a specialized project pathway coordinator at BLE. With a passion for education and student success, she works diligently to ensure smooth transitions and support for students navigating their academic pathways for their language journey. So it's amazing to have you both. I really hope you can get great value from their presentation as well. So I will let you share your screen, and yeah, you have the stage now. Is all yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christina. So we are just about to share our screen. I hope you guys can see it. If you can just confirm that, that would be great.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So I'm gonna try it again. Is this okay? Okay. So
Now,
Yeah.
yes?
can you see it now?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm Jania. This is Tania.
Tanya.
We're from BLI. Nice to meet you all. We're going to speak to you today about BLI. We are a language school here in Montreal. We have 40 years of experience. We have been teaching English and French to students, international students, for longer than 47 years. So we want to express who we are, right? We are accredited by Languages Canada, our primary language organization representing Canada's two official language, English and French. Memberships are limited to schools that meet the associations. So for us to have meet the requirements to hold the Languages Canada badge, it's a great opportunity for us. We've been teaching it to our students, and our certificates hold their signature. We are located here in Montreal, and we also have a school in Quebec City. Our Quebec City school is mainly French speaking for our students that wish to come to learn French face to face in our classes. They can have a full immersion in one of our schools in Quebec City. Here in Montreal, as you know, Quebec, you mentioned before, is one of the most French areas in whole Canada. It's based on French pretty much, but Montreal is pretty bilingual. I must say that 99% of the city here in Montreal, it's fully bilingual. So it's very easy for everybody to come here and to learn French if that's what they want, or English, because everywhere you go, if you go to the store, if you go to any place around, you can speak to in either French or English, and people is going to answer you and to have a conversation with you. So it's very great location to learn English and French as well. So our school is dedicated to teach international students. We support our students into reaching the goal of the French or English, depending for what they are looking for. So the students are coming from all parts of the world with zero French, with zero English, and they are looking for our support to achieve this. and for different prospects of their lives. In this case, if we are speaking about permanent residence, government exams, theft, fact, all of these, we have support for our students. We have specialized language programs that we have that we tailored for our students to get to the level that they are looking. Our teachers are experienced teachers, our native teachers, either French or English. So if you are looking to speak a French for Canada, for a native pronunciation, for a fluid way to have a conversation, our experienced teachers are the way to go to help you. All our teachers are certified, and 99.9% of them are native. To come into the exchange here and come to take classes with us, it is very easy because BLI will help you to approach the Canadian environment, and you can approach us so we can help you to get to know your surroundings and the how do you say, when the students are like speaking in different, not just like formal ways, but also like slang, and so you can get into the real course. So our programs, we offer programs that are focused on the four main language skills. It's the speaking, the reading, the listening, and the writing, with the correct use of the grammar structures, vocabularies, and phonetics. So using the communicative approach, the advantage for the students of BLI is that completing upon the program, they will be better equipped to communicate in an spontaneous and natural way. So it's not only the slang and the part that I was telling you about, that you're going to be able to communicate with people in your surroundings, but it's also the part of when you go to the school, or if you already finished school, you're looking to do masters, you're looking to get into the job field, you also need to have these wording, you also need to have all your vocabulary and the grammar, the proper grammar, if you need to work in an office environment, depending what you will need to work. So we can help you focus on all these exact skills that you need. We have preparation available for the students, or for in this case, if, like I was saying, if you are thinking about permanent residence and you need to reach the level 7, which for BLI will be around B2 level, we have the preparation for this. We have the preparation for this exam, and I'm going to explain you a little bit about how it works and how you can get there. Our programs include the orientation session. Once you start and you come to the school, you have to go to your orientation session, so you can expect, and we can tell you what you can expect. You need to take the placement test. The placement test is completely free, and it's in our website. I think I'm going to share it in the next slide. We're going to give you the certificate. We're going to give you your academic report, and you can have a weekly extra help from us at all times, whatever it is that you need. We use our own bilingual online platform. What is this? We created in 2020, when all the pandemic started and our school was facing the face-to-face classes being closed up. The students still needed to get their TEFAC, the TEFL. They still needed to present exams for their permanent residents. The students needed to learn French or English. Either way, it didn't matter, the pandemic was here. So our school came up with our own platform, with our own booking, an online book that is going to help our students to teach. And then we opened up our online classes. We started it as a second option for the students who couldn't come to the face-to-face classes, and it became a bigger thing that we thought, which as of today, 2024, we are still offering it for all of our students that are not presently here, that cannot be here at the school, they cannot take classes face-to-face, but they still need to learn French or English. In this case, if most of you are and Ontario and other parts of Canada, even if for a little period of time you need to go back to your country, like there is a lot of different schedules that we can offer for your students or for your you can get your timing well, and then you can take our online classes with our own platform, which is called Bilingual, and you can use our books that is going to be also open for you to use forever. Once I understand that Duolingo, Babel, Rosetta, they work well. The applications are a tool, definitely, that it's a great tool for people, but it's not designed for a student to learn the exact material that the student needs, and is not designed for personalized um, service, and that the student is going to take way longer of the time. You're going to understand what you need to understand or what you want to understand. Your pronunciation is not going to be the same. There is pros and cons. Exactly. That's what the teacher is here for. Our online classes are with a teacher. You are with a live teacher taking classes depending on the time. It can be during the morning, it can be in the evening, but you can go into an online, fully online class with teacher looking at your camera, talking to you, telling you how to pronounce, telling you this was right, this was wrong. So you have personalized service from us. Or you can also join our hybrid classes, which you will be in one of our face-to-face classes with the online teacher there also, so you can see how the class works. It's something that is really fun for our students. It's something that you can talk to other students in French. You can start getting into the language, and you can start trying to speak with other people lifetime, not talking to your cell phone or just repeating to a computer that just tells you yes, okay, thinking. It's not the same. Having a teacher, a live teacher, that is going to explain everything to you. If you have questions, they'll answer it. I find that it's very important for our students to go, and that you will have your exams regularly, like every 2 weeks. It's the mid-time level exam, and then at the end of the program, you have the next exam, so we can know and we can verify that you are actually, in fact, ready to go into the next level. So, okay, that being said, we do have, like I was saying, different schedules. We work with the full-time program for whoever is actually available to take a full-time class, which is Monday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then Fridays is only a half day, 9 to 12. We can also work with part-time, which is 9 to 12. And we have the evening program. The evening program also designed for people that is working during the mornings, the people that is going to do any other kind of activity during the morning, and you don't have time. So you are more than welcome to join the evening class. I need to say that these will shorten out the hours of program. So that will take a little bit of a time to reach the level, but we can help you to figure it out exactly how much time you need, because you need to take our exam first of all. Our classes, and we have many different scheduled, many different timing for you guys to take if you wish to do or to take vacation. And you know what, I'm gonna go to be alive for 1 month, I'm gonna go to be alive for, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. There is no limit of time that you want and you can take. So these are our schedules for face-to-face classes. There is only some of them that we can offer online, but most of them are like the ones I mentioned before, which is part-time, full-time, and the evening class. So the most important part for you to know, how much time do I need to study French to reach level 7, which is about B2? You need to take the placement test. The placement test is the exam that is going to let us know the exact level that you are right now. Based on that, and based on the time available you have to take classes, we can tell you how long do you need to study for. As an example, here you can see that the B2 level, it's right at the 8-week duration program. So one full level is gonna take you 8 weeks to complete. These will be considering you're taking full-time classes. If you are in right before B1, that means that you have to do 8 weeks of B1, 8 weeks of B2, so you can graduate the level. Now, if you want to take the exam, you can just say, you know what, Jania, Tanya, guys, I'm going to go up to where I'm a B2, but then I want to take your exam. I want to take the TAF program so I can learn and I can know how much points I get. And in that case, we can transfer you once you are at B1 level into our preparation courses. So here is some information about the evening French program. It is a little bit longer because considering that the hours of instruction are only 6 per week comparing to 24 for a full-time program, it takes a little bit longer than the full-time program, but it's pretty easy to get a quotation because you take your level test. We assess it here at BLI. One of our coordinators, one of our academics gets the results, and then we give you the level that you're at right now at this moment, and depending the one that you need to reach, so we can say, okay, no, you need 16, you need 8, or depending on the time that you have available. I was speaking to you about the TEFAC and TEF preparation. So you are super related to what this is. I think it's not need for me to exactly explain it, but the TEF is the general test that determines the level of knowledge of and skills that somebody has in written or expression in French. It is the certificate that gives you a score. The score is the one that Citizenship and Immigration Canada asks for to have at certain points, at certain skills, so you can prove that you know French. So you can prove that you know how to write it, you know how to speak it, you know how to understand it. So depending on these numbers, depending on the level that the Canada government is asking you, in this case, if they're asking you for a TEF 200 points, CLB 7, that's about the B2 level here at BLI. So in order for you to prepare for this exam, we can help you. You can say, Jania, Tanya, you know what? I know French. I already taken French, but I take the exam and I don't have the points that I need. I keep dropping. I keep not having the exact points that I'm required. This is because you know French, yes, no doubt, but you have not studied for the exam itself, the preparation for this exam. It is very specific. It is very focused on certain things that the government looks for you to know. And even though you might go out and about and you are understanding French in life and you can speak with people and you say, I know French, yes, but you don't have TEF de fact French. So it is a different thing, and we do have the preparation for this exam. Our Quebec City isn't actually, it's a TEFAC, it's goal exam series. So if you are looking to present the exam also, you can go to our school in Quebec City and take the exam. I'm sure Ontario also has a lot of places that you can take it. The preparation you can do face-to-face in our school, or you can do online. So you can join the program, you can start learning French online with us. And then once you feel ready, once you talk to your teachers, or when you say, you know what, I have 2 months to take the exam, well, then go ahead and use all the time that you have for the preparation of the exam, so you can go ahead and learn about it. So there is this is just our information, some kind of the class duration. This is pretty much like just a sum of everything that I have to speak to you about. I think Christine is gonna speak to you too a little bit about the promotions and the agreements that we have with with the with Viva Canada, and so you guys can go ahead, and if you need to talk to us directly, my name is Jania. This is Tania, and so we're happy to answer any questions that you might have.
All right, amazing. Thank you very much. Indeed, it's totally different. Study through an application. We don't all have feedback from them, right? But the teacher will make a huge difference. So if you can study with a teacher, that will be for sure the best idea ever. I tried 3 applications that we compared just to give you a proper advice here. And I was literally trying to say merci, like the worst pronunciation ever, and I still got it right. So there's something that application that cannot correct, but the teacher can for sure. So thank you very much for your time. And I will go with the offers we have prepared for you today. So the first one will be with our immigration consultant, with Gabriela. Gabriela is offering Lambton College Graduate a very special price. She's offering us $50 for 30 minutes consultation. You already have the information from Gabriela written in our chat. So you can just go on the chat and you will get Gabriela's email address. You can contact her. You just need to mention that you are a Lambton College graduate so you can have this promotional price. And as for Blee, well, we know already they have a lot of programs. All the programs are on your left, and on the right, you will have the program fee. So we have as well some special discounts from you. The first 5 who apply for this special offer will get 20% discount with the prices from BLI. The second 5, the next 5 will get 15% discount, and next 5 will get 10% discount. But you will need to do it fast. You need to try to act quickly, and we will have this offer for you until May 31st. So it's kind of a good offer. Just if you are interested in learning French, we really encourage you to go with a teacher if you have the possibilities and try to use these promotion prices that we have for you today. So I have seen a lot of questions. I will just share this for a moment. This is the center's LinkedIn profile and Facebook profile. I have shared already all this information with you. So what we're going to do, if you are interested in getting these promotional prices from BLI, you will need to send us a message to internationalgrad@lambtoncollege.ca, telling us that you're interested, and then we will contact you and we will proceed with Lee. I have already shared everything in the chat, so you have the information there. And I believe that right now we should go with the questions. So let me go with the first one. Will be for Gabriela. Thank you, Gabriela. So we have a lot of questions from students that are asking, what if I don't get the level that I need? What if I don't get the CLB 7? Will they still get some points, or it's totally required the CLB 7?
No, depending on what their level is and whether that's French and English, they can still get at least 25 points for French if they are not yet NCLC 7, but they can still get some points, but depending on what their level is actually is.
All right. Yeah, because there are different pathways. So if it's not the French stream, they can probably go through another one and still get some points.
So to get the extra points, the ones that I explained before, to get at least 100 extra points, you need to have at least NCLC 7 or B2 level in French, and score whether that's 4 or less in English and 5 or more in English to get an additional 50 or 25 points. Now, if the candidate doesn't have a B2 level, then they can still get 25 points, but we need to see whether level is actually is.
All right, amazing. Thank you very much. And our next question is going to be for Lorena. We have a question here. How long it took you to learn French?
What I was saying before is that I learned French when I was young, back in Mexico. I took classes, I think, over 2 summers. So it would be probably like 8 months, 9 months, something like that.
Yep.
And I studied, like in Mexico City, the embassy for France has their own institute for French. So that's where I studied. I'm sure that maybe students can ask in their own city, especially if they're in Toronto or Ottawa or any of the big cities, if there's any resources from the French embassy or French consulate. And if not, there's always the French Alliance and many Francophone communities and societies in many different cities. Sarnia is a smaller city, and we do have a Francophone society. So I
Should
think
be.
that, yeah, it should be that you can find something around your own neighborhood or city.
Totally. Well, let's consider that, as Lorena is mentioning, she already knew some French. So it depends, even if you know or you don't know French, each person will take different times. So it depends of the amount of effort you apply for this as well. So yeah, just as Lorena says, it took her about probably we can say 8 months, but it will take a lot of effort. Thank you so much, Lorena. Okay, I think this is one, let me see. We have one here. Do I need a study permit again to join Lambton College French courses? So if you're a Lambton College graduate and you would like to join one of the, you would like to join BLE, one of the courses from BLI, you can totally do it. As mentioned, we have these special promotions for you. So you just need to write us an email. You already have the center's information. And if you are a graduate, we can totally go with the promotions from you as well. And let me see what else do we have here. Is there any French group in Lambton to practice? Well, at the moment, no, but it's actually a good idea. We can try to make some groups just to make people practice and get the skills that we need. But at the moment, we don't have that. Does BLE has online classes? Yes, I believe they answered this already. They do have. What I've seen is that they want to know if the times we saw from BIL are considering, I'm sorry, where was it? Sorry, are considering Quebec time, or which times, like,
Hi, yes,
the-
yes, our online classes are given during Montreal time.
Montreal? All right, amazing. Thank you. Okay, let me see which other questions are related that haven't been answered yet. Well, below 7 again, Gabriela already explained us. Does Lambton offer any in-person classes at the moment? No, the only in-person classes you will have is like if you are in Montreal and you join BLE, you will have in-person classes, but it's not something that Lambton is offering for our graduates. What is the cost for 8 weeks? We will share all the information with you. I don't know, probably Janina will like to answer this one. However, we will share the information with this. And remember that you will have a discount if you subscribe to our, if you let us know in advance, like the first 5 will get 20% discount, the next 5, 15, and next 5, 10. So I believe that probably we can skip this one because the prices will probably have the discount and you will get all the prices in the presentation that we will send it to you. And we're also going to share the recording to your emails, and it's going to also be on our YouTube channel. Let me see, what else do we have? I'm not yet a graduate. do I still get this discounts from BLI? Well, that will depend, because I'm with you. If you are trying to learn French in advance, it's amazing. So we are working with those who are going to graduate soon. So if you are probably in your term four, you can let us know, and we can give you some discounts for this. Okay, I believe some people want to see again BLI fees. So I will ask you to share again, sorry, Janina and Tanya, your screen, if we can go again with the fees. And again, remember that it will depend of how fast you act so that you can get the promotions.
All right, so I'm gonna share it once more. There you go. So that's what were you looking to see? Yes, so that's
probably we can go with this one, because this is the one for preparation, right? The test preparation.
This is the price, the regular course.
So it is that, right?
Yeah, and I have the other one. So for the test preparation will be this, right?
500
yes, correct.
That will be 500
for 4 weeks.
4 weeks. So again, if you act fast, you will get a discount. And I believe I can share now my screen, because I have the second part. Thank you. All right, let me go here. Okay, I think you are looking at it right now. Okay, here we are. So these are, I will just leave it here so you can keep watching the screen, and the prices from Billy. And again, we have the discounts there. Let me go through the other questions. This one will be for Gabriela. What is the minimum score requirement to apply under French stream? I believe that varies a little bit. Each stream is kind of different.
Yeah, no, there is no, so the minister, they are in IRCC, they are the ones who decide what the cutoff what will be for that specific draw. So with the category-based draws, they want to meet an economic goal, and that's what they are doing with French. But they before the draw takes place, then they decide what the cutoff CRS score will be. So the last one was 388. The one before that, French, was I think 360 something, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 360 was the first one, and the one in the middle, I don't remember, but it was somewhere between that. So it's not like a set score. So you need to score these to be able to receive an invitation to apply under the French category-based draws. They just decide that before the draws takes place. And but it's very beneficial because the cutoff is much lower than for the other categories and programs.
All right, good. And I have another one for you, Gabriela, and I believe we will finish with this one because we're out of time already. Hi, if we score CLB 7, we also need NOC B job, 1 year experience mandatory.
I'm sorry, what is the question?
If we got CLB 7, they're wondering if they still need NOC B.
For work experience or job offer?
I will, let me see. Yeah, we don't have that part of the question.
Yeah, so for the, so for, to be able to apply for, or to get an invitation to apply under the French category-based draws, so you still need to meet the requirements for at least one of the immigration programs under Express Entry. As long as you meet or you qualify for one of them, and you have at least NCLC 7 or B2, then you can get an invitation to apply under the French category-based draw if you have the minimum CRS score they're asking.
Okay, good. And I have seen here, you can straight go with Gabriela. You just let let Gabriela know that you are a Lambton graduate and you will get the discounts. So I think this will be it for today because it extended a little bit the session. Again, everyone, thank you so much for joining our graduates. Don't forget, if you're interested in French, just send us an email. You got already the information and we will send you an email shortly. You will get a recording as well. Thank you so much to our amazing panelists. It was really inspiring to listen to your stories and all your knowledge. Thanks for being with us. And I hope to see you all soon in our next webinar. Thank you so much, graduates. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.